"I absolutely love to study," said no one ever. With so many studying techniques online, plus your teachers and parents trying to tell you how you should be studying, I don't blame you if you feel frustrated, worn out, and ready to throw your textbook out the window. So right now, you have two options. You can accept your fate, struggle in class, and barely get passing grades, or you can watch to the end of this video to learn how to study like a genius, even if you hate school. First, here are a few big study no-nos that are wasting your time. For a start, don't reread your notes before an exam or test. Your chance of absorbing the information simply by reading lines over and over and over is practically none because you're not engaging your brain. This is called passive learning, and it's a huge waste of time. To learn something new, you need to form new connections and reestablish neurological pathways in the brain. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do. In the meantime, you'll also need to stop highlighting important parts of your textbook. This is also passive learning. It isn't engaging your brain either, so you can go ahead and throw away the highlighters for good. So now we know what not to do. The question is, what should you do to study like a genius? The answer is simple. You need to practice active recalling. Active recalling is the process of remembering information in a way that moves it from the area of your brain responsible for short-term memory to the area responsible for long-term memory. You do this by exposing your brain to information over predetermined intervals of time to strengthen those neural pathways I was telling you about. Here's where the magic happens. It's not how often you read the information that helps it stick in your memory. It's how often you retrieve information from your brain that helps you remember it. To show you what I mean, here are a couple of simple active recalling techniques you can use to study like Einstein. First, the Feynman Technique. Named after Nobel Prize winner Richard Feynman, this studying hack works by having you teach the subject to yourself. To do this, start by grabbing a piece of paper and writing the topic you want to learn about at the top. Next, explain the topic in your own words like you were teaching someone else. Focus on plain and simple language, and don't worry about trying to get every detail correct. In this step, you just want the basics. Now, review your explanation against the textbook or online article. Look for any gaps where you're missing important information. Go to your textbook or online to read up on the missing information, then start the process again. As you repeat this process, you'll realize that A, you can remember more and more about the topic, and B, you can explain it in simple terms that make every essay or test a breeze. The next study hack for you to unleash is super simple but super effective, and it's flashcards. Write a question on one side of your card and the answer on another. Then shuffle your cards and pick them out at random. Try to answer the question without looking at the answer if you can. But here's why this study hack is genius. It's not a bad thing if you don't know the answer and have to turn your flashcard around. In fact, the more you see each question and are forced to dig deep into your memory to retrieve the answer, the more information you'll retain. This is active learning in action. The more you forget answers and need to turn over your flashcards, the more you'll remember. And that's it! With these two study hacks, you can stop spending all day in the library or your bedroom, spend less time studying, and boost your memory way more than your classmates. Follow these tips and you'll knock your next test out of the park. So, do you have any study hacks that work for you? Let me know in the comments if you're the smartest one in class or if you're the class clown making everyone laugh.